Hello YouTube, hello world. Now let's begin. 2025 has kicked up a storm. It started. It's an amazing year and we already have a lot to chat about. Welcome to Motage Brothers Gaming and I'm Gift, I'm your host for today. So with everything that has been going and this is recently, we have had the channel rather, or just starting out, this gaming series and everything that's going on. We just a couple of enthusiasts, looking into, how, gaming. There's a lot of people. We spend so much time just around gaming, especially in the IT world and stuff like that. So we're so onto that. So today we're just going to be releasing a short, video just of me ranting on what's to come, what we've seen, and what's been, what you can expect as well from us on the channel, especially in terms of gaming, gaming systems that we're going to be looking at, and so much more that's going to be coming in this year. But I want to kick up just this me monologuing with CES 2025. So in CES 2025, we got to see a whole lot of stuff. It kick-started from the Tuesday, 7th of January 2025 to the 11th. And I was looking to do some coverage actually regarding that, and I just didn't get enough chance. So we got to see so much, especially into what new gaming graphics cards are, what's coming. We got to see, let's start with discussing. I would say I'd like to start discussing, the announcements that AMD has made, especially regarding the Ryzen 9000 series that is coming up. So, and also what I was looking into. So, obviously we got the Ryzen 9000 series now. They're saying that actually the new models are expected to be on shelf in Q1 of 2025. With this, obviously there's going to be the Ryzen 9950X3D, 16 core, 32 threads. The CPU can go up to 5.7 gigahertz, and then it should be running around base frequency of 4.3. It will have 144 megabytes of cache, PCIe Gen 5, and then you're gonna have 170 watts of TDP. There's like cream de la cream, and then you're gonna have the Ryzen 9000 series. This is gonna be 9900 X3D, 12 core, 24 threads. It's gonna be up to 5.5 gigahertz, and then the base should be around 4.4, 140 megabytes of cache. Obviously PCIe Gen 5 at 120 watt TDP. Actually, kind of reminds me, back in the day, Threadripper, where's ripping the thread, where that, okay, sorry, political license from Linus, but then, yeah, Threadripper, where's Threadripper? We're still getting that, especially is AMD still going back into doing the, the extreme, the powerhouses of CPUs. I don't know. But one of the things that actually caught my attention, especially from me, because I've actually used, I've went out and ran and actually got a Z1 Extreme product. I'm not gonna say which one it was, but you can probably guess. But I'll be showing a video of mine that I actually currently own and have been using for a few years. So my expectation was the Z2 Extreme. I was expecting something really immersive, like crazy, something that is gonna be game changing, man. It's gonna be something new, something that's gonna give us really like different end performance, something unheard of. I was hoping that the Z2 is just gonna be like so I'm a bit halfway there, I'm half and a half, because the CPU, 8 cores, 16 threads, what I currently have is the same, although the cache here is it's a bit different. Here the new Z2 Extreme. So okay, let me just start by just going over the lineup. You're gonna get the AMD Z2 Extreme. So you're gonna get the Z2 Extreme. Is gonna be 8 cores, 16 threads. It will do up to 5 gigahertz in the boost frequencies, and it should be running on the base frequency of 2 gigahertz with a total of 24 megabytes of cache. Graphic model is going to be, RDNA 3.5, and then graphics cards is going to be 16. Graphic cards CUs, I think they call them, and then it will be doing 15 to 35 watts TDP. So comparing this to the Z1, if I do Z1, the Z1 Extreme. So with the Z1 Extreme, where is that? Z1 Extreme, I'm not seeing him here. I tend to do that a lot. Just want to see the specs so that I can actually speak to something that I'm quite aware of. So with the Z1 Extreme, they still don't show. I think they actually might have removed that, but essentially the cores are the same. Let me just do specs. Let's see what the specs sheets are. Compare the two. Okay, it's 8 cores, 16, and it's built on TSMC. Okay, so L3 cache has got 16 megabytes. It's not immersive like the 24 that Ten2 has got, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all as well, So, and when it comes to the graphics as well, you get a bit more on the new chip than the older chip, but not too much more, in my opinion, than what we are getting. So, in overall, with AMD CPU lineup, because the Z2 Extreme is now coming up with 3 flavors. We got different flavors that are coming up now. We got obviously the flagship, as we said, is the Z2 Extreme, and then we've got the AMD Z2, which is going to be as well 8 cores, 16 threads, up to 5.1 gigahertz. It will be running, on the base frequency of 3.3 gigahertz, and it will have a total cache of 24 megabytes, and then it will be using RDNA 3 for graphics, not 3.5. So there, and then it will be having 12 graphic cores. I think that's what's currently there on the tour. It's 12 CUs, if I'm not mistaken. I stand to be incorrected on the current Z1. I might be wrong there. And then we'll be doing 15 to 30. So this, on the Z2, if you have a Z1 Extreme, it will be same as the Z2, of which I was expecting just to be a huge change. For me, I think that it will be the same with the currently. You'll be getting that on the Z2. I think it will be roughly the same, especially on the graphics cores and stuff. It might just roughly, if you have a Z1 Extreme, it might just be around equal to Z1. I stand to be incorrected there, so that's my take there, and you're gonna have to look into it. Into that, so I'll just say allegedly. They don't quote me on it. But then going down to it, obviously we've got the Z2 Go, which is now the cut down size of it, which is going to be having 4 cores and 8 threads. I don't know if that is great, but yeah, I would have went for 6 and 12. But okay, it's AMD. What can we say? So obviously we're going to have boost frequency of 4.3, and now we've got 3 gigahertz. Of base, 10 megabytes of cache. Cache definitely has grown over here, and then 12 graphics cores, obviously, and then 15 to 30 watt TDP. So this, we should be seeing a lot of great into it. So the question will still be standing. How many cores do you need to game? How many cores do you honestly need to game? So that's the main question. Because then generally, according to Intel, it's still accepted. You can have a 4 on the modern CPUs, and it should be fine. So that's just gonna be up to you there to say, what you're looking for. So yeah, I'm renting a lot on AMD. So let's quickly jump on to Nvidia and their monster of graphics cards that they've released. Obviously, the 5090 is $2,000. Oh, that's quite painful. That's very quite painful. Yeah, Jensen On really wasn't playing here. They want their money and they want it full. And yeah, it's what can we say? What can we say? So the takeaway is that, yeah, obviously it's just new, and then with a lot of prices that was been put. Actually they've released the whole pricing list. I think I should include this instead of me just going through into it. I'll include the pictures with comparisons between the pricing and you can just check the pricing and the performance is like from the Z1 and the Z2, from the Z1 Extreme and the Z2. This just like really in my mind there, and what Nvidia is kind of line up and pricing is. But you can also find this on the internet. I know I'm covering this a bit late, but I just wanted to get my thoughts in there and my 2 cents and my rants. So my takeaway with Nvidia as well is I'm still one to be like, why and how, due to like this frame gen coming in. It's like everything now is like we've got frame gen, generating frames behind games, and it's and is it great? Is it not? Is it what are we looking at and why? And so looking into it, we're generating frames behind, and and all of that. So it's just that main question, as I said, for me, where's the actual power of the GPU? Because we're generating so much stuff in behind, but when we're running the games. But hey, there's the current spec and what is currently going to be out there. This is like what is the main vibe right now. It's what's currently it's happening in the GPU industry. It's like there's going to be AI in between, so in between the shaders and stuff like that, there's going to be just a lot of input just in behind, just to make things look good, run fast. We can render the game accordingly. This is also another legend. You can run the game allegedly 720p and then upscale it to 1080p and make it look good, or you can run it at 1080p and upscale it to 4K and then make it also look good. Obviously, if you don't lose into it and then it still looks crisp, it's up to that. I've seen them on like some of the games played on PS5 or with this upscaling technology, or some of the upscaling technology, and it looked amazing. So yeah, it's just a matter of if it's done correctly, I think it looks amazing. But I think I'm old. I'm from the old school of raw power. If you don't have that raw power, like that raw processing, that raw, it just becomes something else. So with that said as well, let's jump over now to Valve announcing that they're going to be opening up the Steam software out to you can install it on any handheld, you can install it on PC. We're going to be covering a segment here when we install it on a virtual machine. Obviously we're going to be doing that and gaming on that, and then we can also be doing a segment where we install it on other handhelds and other PCs that are not so there are other OSs there that are covered under that. We're just going to get around to that as episodes that are coming. And there's also a handheld, like the Lenovo that came out with, it's going to be running that Valve Steam OS. So it's very exciting to see, and that's out there. So with the main players, we're still waiting to hear. Obviously, Lenovo is the first to announce. We know that Acer also has got something that's coming out. We know that ASUS, we don't know if they're gonna do something new aside from the last one, that the refresher of the Z of the ROG Ally X, ROG LIX. So we'll see if they've got something fresh update there with the Z2 Extreme. And then obviously, is Valve themselves going to release a new handheld? I haven't heard of that. We're going to hear obviously from WinGPD or Ioneo, just to see what is new out there, what's currently going to come up. Is Dell going to bless us with a handheld device? I don't know. I'm just curious. Maybe we will get something along those lines. So it's just so much to go through. At Alien at the beginning of the year, it's just like, bam, a lot of news, a lot of tech, and we're just waiting to see. Like handhelds are definitely came back, and for me personally, I'm hoping Sony, please, if you ever scroll across YouTube and come across my video, get back into the gaming ring. You were the champ there in handheld. You were really doing great stuff. So yeah, it's just a matter of seeing what's coming up, and because Sony now, if I'm not mistaken, we should be hearing some stuff that's coming up. I don't know what they're cooking, but the rumors running around the internet says that they do have something. So we can also jump on to Nintendo. The Switch 2 is apparently coming, but we don't see anything. I've just seen the released video of the Switch 2, whereby it's just now being advertised online, and then there's a video on YouTube. You can go and check it there. I haven't seen any specs or anything that's happening, but they've just seen the video that okay, when Switch 2 is coming out, and all of that good stuff. So that's one of the things that we should be waiting to see. So guys, with that said, I'm gonna wrap it up, but I wanna make it a very long video when I'm going on a rant. There will be more videos that I think we're gonna cover, including other news articles and stuff like that we should be looking into. So for you, what are you waiting for this year? Is it a new game? Because I heard that Horizon, they're releasing a movie which is funny, but there's like Grand Theft Auto 6 that's supposed to be coming, a few more games actually that are supposed to be announced that are coming as well. They should be in the first quarter of 2025. Are you excited about those upcoming games? Do you want me to make a video about it, telling you what's upcoming? I think I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to tell you what's upcoming. So I'm going to do a list of upcoming games, and then, what you should be, on the lookout for. And we'll post that in a few coming days. And with that said, guys, thank you so much for listening to my rant. And stay tuned. Please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to subscribe. And please don't forget to share. And that will really help us a lot. We love what we're doing. We really do enjoy sharing this news with you guys, about gaming and about what's coming and what's currently on the market, what you can buy. We're going to cover all of that and so much more. It's our passion. So it's just going to be advising you as the consumer, as a gamer, and as a fellow montage brother. So we're just going to be looking into that. Sorry about that, and we're just going to be sharing that with you. So with that said, have a good day guys, and enjoy 2025.